Alright, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Dynamics Edition. So, I realized last time I didn't really do a lot of Dynamics versus talk. I was more ranting about the modem router situation. One thing I didn't check... Oh yes, they do have an extra level 3 spell slot. Now, so... And, god dang, that's right, she doesn't have fire. And, nope. Undine just has to do 2 damage now. Alright, and once this episode goes up, I got a lot of kind of somewhat positive feedback on the sped up version last time, because apparently, people found the sped up voice just as entertaining as I did when I first kind of just tested it out. So yeah. Go ahead and post your comments below here telling me if you'd like to see that continue, if it, you know, makes you laugh and stuff. And yeah, so just let me know, and basically I can just have like all my videos going forward being the sped up high-pitched chipmunk voice thing, if you just want to laugh a bunch while watching this. And actually, no, we're gonna save her cure charges / lit charges. She's only down by 10. Well, now watch her die. Alright, so I can actually take this battle pretty easily, but I'm gonna lit to him. Because I want him to die. Like, super fast and stuff. And... dang. That is rolling a lot higher than I think it should be, but whatever. We're gonna do one more fight with him unloading a lit 2. And, oh, well, that's kind of lucky, actually. Because these guys give a lot of money. I think it's like 120 gold per dude. And crap, Max's attack goes to waste. Okay, well, hopefully... Nice, I think... Guy probably just, like, barely pulled that off. Yeah, there we go, 480, so those guys give a pretty decent reward, especially for how risky it is, quote-unquote, to fight them. And no, screw this is not even worth it. Yeah, so Kaizoku's give a, like, once you have lit 2 in your arsenal, like, they're like chump change. Sheesh. Everybody's picking on Undine, like, she's supposed to be all, like, not as likely to get hit as Max, and he hasn't even, like, gotten attacked yet after that first fight. Yeah, so... let's see, I'm trying to remember what all I have gone over with people or in regards to this game. Haha, that's right, you missed X, punk. Let's see, so Final Fantasy Dynamics, we got to Elfland. Actually, kind of everybody else got to Elfland because my character wasn't in it quite yet. There's a big old war going on. like Astos was apparently leading like a big old like fight and stuff, and he actually tricked some people. Ah, crap. Yeah, we're gonna. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter who attacks what if they're casting spells. Yeah, so in the 4 lab, I believe I mentioned that before. So in the Forsaken Labyrinth or 4 lab, there's like stuff going on, and a couple people so basically they had a bunch of kind of enemies from the games like Mohawk Man, Astos Bick, like all these guys were in the Forsaken Labyrinth, and there were a few people that were kind of like tricked into working for Astos. He was like, hey, I'll give you like stuff or something. I can't remember. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there for that part of it, and those topics have kind of been purged now. So he's all like, say, you know, carrot and rutabaga and or potato and like I don't know, weird vegetable names for some reason. He was telling them to say, and then would like teleport him up to his castle, and he'd have them do, you know, and then they'd work for him or something. Yeah, I don't really remember exactly. And so they basically got tricked into it. They were all given a copper bracelet, which like he could use, which they found out later on he could use to just like instantly kill them, because it would cast. I think it would cast rub on them. Yeah, so I'd mention how lucky I've been getting here with not getting poisoned by stuff, but I'm not gonna mention that because then I'm gonna get poisoned by something. So you heard me not mention that. And anyway, and so yeah, they basically got tricked into working for Astos, and then like they had to work for him after they had the copper bracelets and stuff. This is when Lacuna joined, and she basically started off in the Northwest Castle, clearing out undead. With harm spells, because harm spells are awesome. And then I actually joined and then Pi joined. The black Lacuna, of course, is a white mage because only white mages can cast harm spells in Final Fantasy 1 or Vanilla FF. Whereas in FFD, it has been discovered the knights or paladins, actually, because they changed things a little bit, can apparently use harm spells, and so it's a little weird that we can't. That red mages can't, but at the same time, red mages already have so many frickin' spells. It'd just be ridiculous to. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, it'd be ridiculous to give red mages that just because it'd just be so absolutely positively ridiculous. To give them even more spell selections, like it just would be stupid how many spells they would have to choose from at that point. And alright, so let's see, I'm sure to finish that. Oh. And we're gonna have X use an ice charge. So anyway, Pi was introduced, and he basically was like leading a bunch of like dark elf troops in the woods or something on like battle exercises, and then Rinquist joined. That's my character. Pretty shortly after that. Yeah, so that's what happened there, I guess. And when Rinquist joined, what we did for his like backstory is essentially, and his is the only one that I really remember a whole lot from, other than guys from Melmond and hates undead and harm spells are like number one. So anyway, Rinquist came from Crescent Lake, like Max, and he was trying to follow in his brother's footsteps, but he also liked magic, and he was part of a band. What was it? I think it's called the Shining Bolts of Love, and after a mishap at one of their concerts, someone got hit with a shining bolt of love in the audience, and it was all Lance Rodriguez's fault, but Rehnquist got like blamed, and so he ran away. Yeah, and he tried fleeing to Corneria, but then his boat washed up on the shore near Goex. And Astos found him, and we played it off later on as like he had planned the whole thing. Like he caused the storm that made Rehnquist end up like wrecking his boat and everything, and so Astos took, and Rehnquist was the only character still to have worn the opal bracelet and wielded the mass mune. It was in a simulator that Astos had, but he still did it. He also wore the ribbon, the ultimate protection. That creep's totally not gonna die. Yeah, it's not dying this round. And Astos took him to do something. Basically, he tried to. Then after, so Rehnquist had to fight. I think it was a giant. Yeah, I don't think it was an ogre, because I got like a ton of XP and got like 6 or 7 levels or something from it all at once. And so Rehnquist was taken to Elfland and snuck into the castle, and that jerk Astos yeah, I'm gonna go rest at the inn after this. I just noticed how low some people's hit points are, and I don't think I have enough cure charges to get back up, and it's cheaper to do that than use heal potions, so yeah. And alright, I got some more magic there. And yeah, so Rehnquist was snuck into the castle, and the prince was like already in a deep slumber, and Rehnquist was told by Astos to kill the prince because he was like evil or something, and but he's like not, because he's the prince, and he's like a good guy. And then Zaknafane showed up and was like, "Hey, look, kid, you're about to do something really bad, so like don't do that." And actually, and I'm sorry, guy, I can't get Amut. All right, I just can't get it yet. It costs too much, and you don't have a spell slot for it, so I just cannot justify it yet. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. Sorry, guy was yelling at me in the comments of the last video about not having that spell yet, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Let's see, what do we got here? What does Max have equipped? We got scimitars all around. Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't already have her with one. Get her a cap, because she doesn't have one yet. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much all equipped out there. Okay. And, you know, I'm gonna get... I'm trying to think what Undine needs, but Guy has level 3 charges that are a little bit more like he has more of them. So yeah, we're gonna go and get Cure 2 for Guy. And I just realized I should have done all that purchasing stuff before resting at the inn, but I'll just do it again if I have to. Hopefully nobody will die that badly. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Zachnafane shows up, tells Rehnquist he's about to make a bad decision. He says that he can put a spell on the prince that'll make it look like he was dead. Like if anybody, you know, checked him or whatever. We're gonna go and lit this sucker up. And yeah, we're just gonna use level 1 charges, because we only got one enemy. We're not gonna waste the level 3 charges that we don't have as many of. And so the prince is put into a deeper sleep, and then I believe had Rehnquist like cut himself and then cast Cure on himself, so that way it looked like he had bloodied the knife that Astos had given him. And luckily Astos doesn't do anything to like confirm that the prince was stabbed. He just is like, alright, cool, whatever. And then he tells me to go to the dungeons, because at this point pretty much everybody had already been like whooped on. And I think also, because I believe Rehnquist was also given like one of those bracelets, and oh, freaking Odd Eyes. These things suck because they just paralyze you all the frickin' time, and they have like no hit points. But I'm gonna use a lit 2 anyway, just because I want him to die. Yeah, go X. There we go. Nice. That was a good decision, because I just did not want to have a protracted battle there. So anyway. Where was I? Again. Yeah, so the battle pretty much, so anyway, I believe Zachnafane like removed the curse from Rehnquist's bracelet, so he asked us if he found out, couldn't just be like, you're dead, or whatever. So I think people, yeah. Nah, he's not hurt that badly. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I did that. And then basically we went down into like the dungeon. All the other people were down there, like all the other light warriors that had been beaten in the giant battle outside of Elfland when the Dark Elves attacked. So it was kind of cool that then we ran into them. Rehnquist was hiding his identity from Max because he didn't want him to know that he was like working for the bad guys and stuff. But yeah, so it was kind of interesting. And then from there, we're gonna hold on the story because we're just going to. Because it doesn't really like pick up again until after the Marsh Cave, and I want to go to the Marsh Cave before I talk about the Marsh Cave. But I'm going to be running around and killing stuff for a little while. As I was talking to my brother, I basically wait until I buy like everything from an area before I move on. I might actually decide to do some grinding outside of recording. Just so people don't get bored. Like, I don't have a whole lot to say, basically, about stuff in general, so, like, I think I might do a little bit of grinding. And there's also there's like, kind of like a little trick that I can do. To kind of get money faster. And wait, where am I? Yeah. And oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know why I'm down here. Because I can stay at the inn for like 30 gold up here. And then just do sea battles if they're profitable enough. Yeah, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Um, but yeah, so there's a little a trick in the game. If you save at the Corneria Inn and then power the Nintendo system off before jumping into the game again, you automatically run into a fight with Kaizokus. And so basically it's a good way to like get a decent amount of money. Like pretty quickly. And I'm thinking that I might do that because I don't want to level up a whole lot more. Really. From where I'm at. But I want to get that money so I can get all my spells. And so, you know, fighting just like a few Kaizoku battles with, you know, Lit 2 on my side, I'd get the money like really quick. And so I'm thinking I might actually do that a little bit. And then when I come back to play, I'll like show it to people one time. So like I'll do a final save at Corneria, kind of with like however much money I'm wanting there, and then we'll show people stuff. And stupid odd eye. If you notice, I had everybody attack it because I just wanted to make sure that it died before it could paralyze anybody else. And it looks like that was a good idea. So yeah. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to save the Corneria Inn, and when we come back for the next episode, it will be with a lot more money. And you'll get to see the little Kaizoku trick. Obviously, I don't think I described it fully. So you save at the inn, and then when you leave the Corneria Inn, you just go straight south. You know, you hop straight into the boat and you just go south, and you'll run into a fight before you hit, you know, the land. I think it's like, I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed. Like you can't travel that far without getting into a fight. I don't think I've ever hit the land before getting into a Kaizoku battle doing that trick, so yeah. And we're pretty much out of spells, so remember this area is safe. Right there, don't have to worry about running into fights, but they're just with imps, so it wouldn't really be a trouble this time around if I got into one. So yeah, we're gonna just save here. Seems a lot cheaper. But yeah, so after you power the system off, you just go straight south, you run into a Kaizoku battle, and if you got Lit 2, you're pretty much guaranteed to win, and then you just kind of rinse repeat. So Max is gonna wave goodbye here. Bye everybody. And yeah, we're gonna stop it here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy Dynamics Edition after I have some money. Like I said, you'll get to see the trick in action at least one time there. I doubt people want to see me just resetting and going through it again. So see you next time. Peace out.